Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on my channel. Today what we're going to be looking at is how I took Yeovil Town Football Club from the Vanarama National all the way to the Premiership. It took us 6 seasons, so we're going to take a little look into the kind of transfers behind how it happened and then how it all unfolded. So starting off at the 2020 to 2021 season, we did not have a very large budget at all. In fact, we pretty much had a non-existent budget. So we were pretty limited of what we could do. We had a lot of free transfers we had to pull off. So in this we got these players here: Jared Bird, Henry Ogunbi, Isaac Buckley Ricketts, Tariq Shibab, Denzel Bodu, Ben Erickson, Ewan Pollock and Marco Russ. And then our only outgoing player was Lawson Diath. So we couldn't really do that much. We had quite a few decent players, which we will look at later, but this is pretty much the only kind of transfers we could actually pull off because of the limited budget. So we'll take a look now at how the season unfolded and the results. So here we have the end of the season table for the 2020 season, and we see we actually came top and were champions. And you'll see we actually came top and were champions with 104 points and a 53 goal difference. Now, that's not bad. That is a pretty good showing from the boys. And 32 wins, 8 draws and only 4 losses is a very good performance there. So we're going to take a look at the squad and how everyone performed. So we're going to take a look at the squad and see how everyone performed throughout the year. So here we have the squad. This is the best 11 throughout the season. And we'll take a look at the stats we've got here. So we see Reece Murphy, a very important player with 33 goals. We also see Gabby Rogers with 11 goals. Henry Ogunbi, one of our free transfers, with 9 goals, was very good, very important on that right wing. And you see we have quite a lot of goal contributions from other players as well. Here to the right we see the best 11, and we see Reece Murphy, that really important player up front. He was clinical this season, really good player, and really needed him. So we're going to move on to next season and see what moves we made after being promoted to League 2. Here we are at the 2021 to 2022 season. Now, we did actually have some more finances that we could actually pull off some transfers this season, and that was mainly due to being promoted from Vanarama National. So as you can see, we've still got a lot of free transfers and loan signings, but then we move down and we do actually pick up a few players as well. So we look at Matt Blake, we got him from Swansea. We also got Teddy Perkins. Lawson Diath we actually got back after sending him off to Portsmouth last season. We actually get him back for a free. Stefan O'Connor, Cameron Evans, Jack Clark, Josh Thomas, Kasper Kurlovitz, Isaiah Jones, Lewis Cass, Daniel Ledbetter, Sam Hart, Jake Turner, Jacob Badu. Well, that was the first half of the season there. And they were all a lot of free transfers, loan signings, just to try and get our squad up to that kind of League 2 level from Vanarama National. Then, going into the January transfer window, we signed a few more players, actually spending a bit of cash this time. So we signed Jacob Badu, we signed Mason Bloomfield, Yannick Torre, Jacob Ramsey, who's actually Aaron Ramsey's brother. He'll also feature a bit later in the season as well, so on the series. Adam May, Ofranda Zenzala, Kasper Kurlovitz, we actually buy after loaning him, I believe. Yeah. Then we get Liam Cullen for a free from Swansea, which is a good signing. Johan Zuma, Charlie Carter, Rochesha and Omatoyo on loan. So we had a few outgoings. We lost Reece Murphy to Dundalk for a free transfer, which was quite annoying. His contract was up and he wanted quite a lot of money. We couldn't really keep him on, even though he was a very, very important player for us last season. We also lost Toby Stevens on loan. Max Evans we sent out on loan as well. And then we lost a few more of our players there, getting a total of 48.5k back. So looking at the season, we actually played very well. We finished in second place, got that automatic promotion spot, And we had a good season. We just missed out on the title there by 1 point, which was pretty annoying. But there we go. 27 wins, 12 draws and 7 losses with a goal difference of 44. So a very good season for the boys there, and really good to go up, get promoted and then get that back-to-back promotion. Really got us off to a good start in this save. So looking at how we lined up in the 2021 season, we see Mason Bloomfield as our X11 starter there up front. So we see Mason Bloomfield up there playing striker for us. You see we keep this 4-2-3-1 formation going pretty much throughout the whole journey up to the Premier Division. It just worked really well for us. We were using a gegenpress and just really worked well. So we saw here, surprisingly, the goals were quite spread out. We had Josh Thomas there with 13 goals. We had Buckley Ricketts with 8. We had Jacob Ramsey with 6. Mason Bloomfield only with 5. He did only make 12 appearances this season, but I was surprised he's starting in the best 11 there. I would expect maybe Josh Thomas to have. But overall a good season. A lot of goals coming from different positions and different players, so that's quite interesting to see. So we'll move on to the next season and see how it all played out. So moving on to the next season, we see a lot of outgoings and not that many incoming players really. We see Rhys Staunton come in for 205k from Bradford City, and then the rest are just loan signings and free transfers. We get Sean McLaughlin and Teddy Bishop for free, which are 2 really good signings there. They were quite high rated at that time. We also got Fraser Sharp, who was a 5-star rated potential player, and that was really good to get him on a free there. Looking at the outgoings, we see we have quite a lot of movement. We get rid of Ewan Pollock for 97k, which was very nice. We also said goodbye to Lawson Diath again. Sorry, we've been messing him around a bit. Got rid of him for 41k. Mason Bloomfield, after bringing him in last season, we got rid for 81k. Stefan O'Connor, gone for 52k. Then we say goodbye to Sam Hart, Daniel Ledbetter, Lewis Cass, Matthew Worthington, 225k. He's a member of the actual Yeovil squad in real life, so a bit of a shame to see him go, but he wants to be moved on. So looking at the table, we actually finished as champions yet again. 94 points, a 41 goal difference, with 27 wins, 13 draws and 6 losses. Wigan and Coventry joined us coming up. So a good season from the boys, and we'll see who really helped us this season. So looking at the 2022 season, we see Omatoya, that was our loan signing from Norwich we got at the end of last season. 27 goals, put in a huge shift for us there. Sean McLaughlin, our centre-back, actually scoring 10 goals was a real big player there. And we also see Liam Cullen, 17 goals there. Really surprised he didn't make it into the best 11 for that season. But we see, again, a lot of goals coming from different players. So a nice bit of contribution from all of the players there. So we move on to the 2023-2024 season. This is where we've just got up to the Championship now. This is where we need to get some better players in, and we actually spend 1.8 mil in this transfer window. We get in some Arsenal loanees after we set up an affiliation with their club. We actually get in 3 Arsenal players. We also get in a West Ham player, Jayden Fevrier. Matty Daly comes in for 350k. We get Jacob Ramsey again from loan, as we liked what we saw last season. We also get in Andre Burley for 400k. Malachi Walcott for 175k. Marcel Lewis we bought after loaning him in last year for 215k. We get Jack Vale for 140k, and we get Jake Kane for 185k. We only have 2 outgoings, one of them Henry Ogunbi, 875k, quite a nice fee for that. And then we also lose Marco Russ, sending him out on loan. So looking at the table here, we actually had a very good first season in the Championship, finishing in 10th place. So we actually came up with 18 wins, 15 draws and only 13 losses, with a goal difference of 14. 69 points, not a bad total considering we've just come up from League 2. Looking at the best 11 from this season, we say Fraser Sharp, the boy we got as a end of contract signing last season, I believe. 19 goals there, so a good showing from him. We also see Liam Cullen, again with 10 goals, another good season from him. Zanzala gets us 12 goals as well. And we see slightly less goals coming from a range of players. We see a few. Sean McLaughlin, only 3 this season. Our new signing Malachi Walcott actually netted 2 for us, which was good, with a high rating of 7.2. Then we see Marcel Lewis, another one of our new signings, with 3 goals, and Jack Vale, another new signing, with 2 goals. Our loanies there, Trey Coyle, getting 8 goals, very nice. So that's a good addition there. Now moving on to the 2024-2025 season, we actually had quite a bit of trouble here. We managed to save a 14th place there with 17 wins, 7 draws, but 22 losses, which was pretty bad. We went through a really bad bit of form through that kind of November, December, January time, and we managed to pull it back, but it was definitely looking pretty bad at one point. So in the 2024 season, we didn't actually bring in that many people. We got 475k worth of players. Got Charlie Wiggett in from Chelsea for a free. We got Ian Morgan in on loan. We got Martin Alderton for a free. We got Leighton Stewart in on a loan in January because we were kind of like panicking there. We were thinking we're in trouble here, need to get someone who can score goals. We got Henry Jeffcott in for 200k from Arsenal as a right back, I believe. He's stayed with us till we've got up to the Premiership. James McCarthy, 190k there, and we also got another Arsenal player in on loan there. You can see a lot of loan signings there in that January window because we were struggling. We needed some help. 650k there going out. We lost Matt Blake to a free. He'd been with us for a while, but he just didn't have the potential. We lost Johan Zuma to Portsmouth. Lost Gabby Rogers, who'd been with us since Vanarama National. He's an actual Yeovil player, so sad to see him go. But he just got to his limit there. He wasn't really a championship calibre player anymore. We also lost Stephen Humphreys, and we lost Jacob Badu for 375k there. So looking at the 2024 to 2025 season, we see Fraser Sharp again, a pretty decent season, not quite as good as last season, but 14 goals to his name was a good performance. Jack Vale really had a breakout year with 20 goals there. We also see Liam Cullen dropping off a bit, only 6 goals this season, and then the rest, not much of a contribution from the rest of the team there. Jake Kane, our Liverpool signing, 4 goals, not too bad. And then our loan signing at the January window with 6 goals up front, not really providing the difference we thought he would. But we managed to scrape through a 14th place finish at least. So guys, here we are at the end of the championship season, and we've got promoted with the Yeovil Town. So we finished in 6th, and then we got through. We beat Bristol City 1-0 over 2 legs, and then we beat Watford 3-0 in the final, I believe. So a good showing from the boys there. We'll have a look through the season. So we started off well, really well, with 4 wins. Got a loss to Brentford, who were the title winners anyway, so not too bad there. Another 3 wins, so we had a good start to the season. Then we hit a bit of rocky form here around kind of November time. October time. Picked it up a bit there with 5 wins from, 5 wins from 6 matches. Then we hit another bit of inconsistency, some bad form here around January, February time. But then we really hit our stride coming into the end of the season. Finished off with a nice 3-0 win there in the final. So, moments to remember. Big win against Bournemouth in February. And another big win against Middlesbrough, which was a good one. Goal of the season from McAtee. He's one of our new signings this year, I believe. Or it might have been last year. Finances. We did pretty well. Not too bad. We've gone up to 3-star reputation. No new sponsorship deals, which is a bit rubbish, but broadcast revenue a bit less than this year. Sponsorship was the same, and then those have gone up. Lewis with the biggest amount of shirts sold. So looking at our lineup, we had Jamie Harding, got a nice 17 goals, I believe, in total. 17 goals, 5 assists. Lewis, though, was some player this year. We got him in from Burnley, I think, potentially. I can't remember, it was in one of the seasons before. But 18 goals, 11 assists, some player there. Liam Cullen performing well again, 14 goals, 7 assists. And Jack Vale had another good season, 10 goals, 6 assists. We bought in a lone player, I think it was McKay, who scored 4 and assisted 4 in the last part of the season, I believe. But a good season from the boys. I got manager of the year. What an absolute legend. Marcel Lewis, player of the matches, 14 player of the matches, that was good. Then Scott Orr at 17 years old, scoring, youngest goal scorer. So, fans player of the season, Marcel Lewis, no surprise there. Young player of the season, Marcel Lewis as well. Signing of the season was Corey Gretorix. He had a good season. I bought him in, I think he joined in January, and he had quite a good few performances. Marcel Lewis, top scorer. Marcel Lewis, most assists. Marcel Lewis, most player of the matches. Marcel Lewis, highest rating. And Marcel Lewis, it was Miguel Aziz actually upsetting him there. So Marcel Lewis nearly with the clean sweep, which was pretty impressive for him. He had a really good season. And there we go. Absolute brilliance from the boys to get promoted. So that's going to be pretty much it. I'll probably go through the transfers and stuff. Actually, I think I missed out on the transfers at the start. New arrivals, here we go. So transfers in, we had McKay, who was that loney I was talking about. 4 goals, 5 assists, nothing special there. Jamie Harding, big, best signing of the season I reckon. 17 goals, 5 assists. Peter Barker was decent in centre back. Corey, like I said, he's got good potential there, really good potential, 5-star potential. So looking forward to see him develop. Rankin was okay. Colwell we got in January, hasn't made that many appearances, he had quite a few injuries. Jacob Ramsey, I got him in from Villa, Aaron Ramsey's brother. I thought he was going to be a bit better for us, but we didn't really give him. He came in 15 times off the bench, so he was more of an impact sub. Transfers out, we got rid of Burley, we got rid of Adam May, we got rid of Zanzala, got rid of Matty Daly, and Fraser Sharp also went to Bournemouth. Couldn't really say no to 16 mil for him. Not really sure what he's done this year. He's still rated at 5-star potential. So Charlie Carter also went, and Jake Turner and Matty Daly. Yeah, we said that. So we made quite a bit of money. We bought in quite a lot of guys. Jamie Harding for 9, Peter Barker for 9 mil was quite expensive. Alan Ramsden for 4.6 mil, again quite expensive. Jamie Harding was good though. Can't remember who I exchanged him for. But that is pretty much it. If you'd like to see some more Football Manager, and we'll go more into detail in Yeovil Town's escapades in the Premier League, let me know and we can go through that. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.